and get ready for the scrambles.
This is going to be an awesome matchup, probably the one I'm looking forward to the most. Hardy is kind of a cyborg wrestler, really, really impressive with the way that he's able to wrestle through positions, but he can also always go big. He's got a great cradle series, and Vega, maybe a little more calculated on top, on his feet, but just so hard to finish on. We've seen some guys get to his legs multiple times this week. No one's really been able to crack that code of finishing with his leg up in the air and really dominant on top.
Excited for this one. NCAA finalist Brock Hardy, Big Ten champion, taking on the true freshman, undefeated Sergio Vega, who just pulled the biggest win of his young career, taking out All-American Nasir Bailey from Iowa. He's got a little elbow control level change. He goes one way, then the other. Single leg draping out the back door is Sergio Vega. Just about switching legs, doesn't. And right here, you're in Hardy's wheelhouse as well. But Vega not giving up at all. Trying to come out the back door once again. Far ankle now for Brock Hardy as they try to untangle. We'll see if Vega continues to work with that arm trap. That's a big challenge. Now potentially, maybe thinking Winn-Dixie was Hardy there for a moment, but they're going to stalemate it.
One thing you always got to be careful when you're wrestling someone that's so good at scrambling like Hardy is, yes, I can get to his leg, but when he starts to progress this position and advance in his scramble, if I try to freeze up and just hold on to a leg, it's going to be better for him. So if I get in, even if I don't feel like I can score the attack, I've got to continue to wrestle and try to gain an inch here until I get that stalemate. Because if I just freeze, he could at any point sit the corner, get a cradle locked up, and that's the match.
Another shot from Vega. Much more offensive approach here. He was very reluctant to pull the trigger against Nasir Bailey, but he pulled when it mattered most for that win. Now a left-handed single leg. But sliding and circling here is Brock Hardy. Drag, go behind, running right. Not there. Well recovered by Vega. Of course, Hardy presents a different positional challenge from Nasir, who's a little more operates from space. Hardy's can be upright, kind of invites you into those legs. And Vega's testing the waters right now. Nice re-attack by Brock Hardy. Trying to counter is Vega. Able to lock through the crotch. He's tricky here, but now he's got Hardy on one leg, trying to cartwheel over. Is Vega now double ankles. Great scramble here, Trent.
Yeah, far ankle is important here. See Vega start to come up a little bit. He has a leg lacing. He's trying to get pressure over into his head and stand up with it.
That near side cradle for a moment. Hardy's got to get big in that position. Man, I wish they were in the middle of the mat. I hope the boundary doesn't dictate, but they stop it here. 35 to go. Great scramble. And either way, you're learning a lot about Vega here, because you're like, oh, he's a good scrambler, but this is the apex of scramblers at 141.
Well, and Vega's always made a killing in those positions. Just as good as Hardy is to be able to pop out head and finish high C's. Vega has that same skill set. So it's really cool to see them kind of clash because their skill sets are so elite and really the same thing.
Nice. Does that little elbow control shot, pulls it in. He's got that head doubled across. This is close to the three, nothing yet. Takedown, Vega, 3-0. And he's looking for the run out with 4 seconds to go.
When you saw what Vega did, when he got to that leg, as Hardy was going to set the corner, he swum up, got the double leg, and was able to drive through the hip. That takes away being able to get to that crotch lock that Hardy wants.
Just elbow control, drops in, head inside, switches, head outside, crackdown finish, cuts across. Hardy could not block that arm from cutting across. And he gets the finish, 3-0 as we head into the second period. Now, Hardy going underneath. He's trying to scramble back in. It felt like Vega was gonna let him up. And there's the escape, 3-1 now. Still Vega's lead. A lot of exchanges in this match.
Well, if you know Hardy, he's not gonna be discouraged to continue the action. You know, he gives up a takedown. He's gonna continue to want the action because, you know, for him, and think about it from a volume standpoint, you want the more opportunities you can get.
He keeps pulling that up, but now he's beat the shoulder here. Hardy's beating the shoulder in better position.
Now he's got to step over, hook that leg, and drive forward. Vega's still in a good position if he can get height here and get that foot off the mat.
And And now he's got that foot up high. This is not good for Brock Hardy. Could be another takedown. He's trying to step over. They were counting danger. There was one swipe. Got to get to 3. Vega continuing to circle around. Locked in that crotch is Brock Hardy. He's getting closer, inching. Not yet. The Cowboy Faithful on 3. Hardy wrestling in. Nothing. There's the takedown. The second one for Vega. And he's got a half. And Hardy's got to bail. 6-1 Vega.
This is a big escape if Hardy can get right now. There's only 25 seconds left. Could be a huge right out for Vega. If you're Hardy, get yourself an escape, move on to the 3rd period.
Now a crossface cradle here. And when he drops down the ankle, a count begins. Nice roll there by Hardy. I don't know how Vega recovered. That looked like an imminent reversal. Riding time at 1:04. Sergio Vega, what a start to this match. He's got one more.
Okay, looks awesome. So you're going to go underneath, or you're going to go neutral. You're up 2 takedowns to none. You've looked great. And both takedowns he's got, he's been able to shelf that foot.
Yes.
As soon as he shelves Hardy's foot on his far hip, it takes away him being able to set the corner. So that's the key to finishing against Brock Hardy right now.
He's able to just pull that leg in with such ease. He's going to get another one. Another takedown, 9-1 for Sergio Vega. He's going to cut. And now it's Hardy. He's like, I got to get on top at some point here. Can I do it? But Vega going to scramble back in, and riding time will keep climbing in Vega's favor. Double ankles here. Both ankles here. And for Brock Hardy, this is just having riding time accumulate, and a stalemate comes. And Vega is going to cut him, or he's being instructed to do so from Coach Taylor. And Coach Taylor says, no, don't cut him, go neutral. You don't want this guy darting in on the cut.
Yeah. This has been super impressive. It currently has a major if Hardy's going to keep coming.
Single leg. Now we'll see the leg defense of Sergio Vega tested. He's been on the legs of Hardy throughout this match. Locked in the crotch is Sergio Vega, trying to get both knees on the same side, it looked like. Now he's got Hardy on the hip again. Another takedown potentially coming. This kid is unbelievable. 12-2. Not showing any signs of slowing down. The true freshman, Sunnyside, Arizona, announcing himself to 141, up 12-2 with on NCAA finalist and Big Ten champion Brock Hardy.
And he's making it look easy, but you got to realize how hard it is to finish on Brock Hardy in these positions. He went right into his best position, and Hardy's being able to sit the corner and create scrambles, and he finished 3 times. Super impressive by Vega.
And then Hardy gets in on a shot of his own, and he's able to counter score that one. Cross body there for Vega as he's looking to ride out for this. It would be a 13-2 major if it ended like this. And what a performance. Vega can't help but this guy, 13-2.